Moving to Australia was tough, but here's how I paid $14,000 tuition fee by myself while still enjoying my life here in Australia. Hey guys, I'm Yanj and welcome back to my channel. Here I'm sharing my journey in this 10-part series. Today I'll be answering one of the most frequently asked questions by Nepali international students and by those who want to study abroad. Can I pay my tuition fee all by myself? And the short answer is yes and no. It is possible, but there's a lot of planning, sacrifices, and smart decisions you'll have to make. I'll share with you how I did it, so let's get into it. When I first came to Australia, I quickly realized that managing time was everything. So here's what I did. I made sure to enroll early each semester so I could schedule all my classes on Mondays and Tuesdays. So the idea was to take 3 to 4 units per semester, but have your lecture back to back on one day. I remember on Mondays I used to have 3 lectures back to back, and I used to skip tutorials, which I don't recommend. The rest of the week I worked 4.5 days and I gave myself half a day off. Now looking back, I probably deserve a full day off, but honestly, no regrets. Do whatever it takes, use Google Calendar, use apps, use notes, but make sure you are always aware of what's coming up, like your assignment deadlines, your roster, your public holidays, your semester breaks, so you can actually manage all those things very, very well. Especially if you have a rotating roster, that is probably one of the worst thing ever, and you really need to be on top of it. Here's a tip that saved my life countless times. Build a good relationship with your colleagues and manager. This has helped me swap shift, take time off during my assignment, exams. Honestly, I would say help your colleagues as much as possible. Like, even if you're tired, if they want to take a time off and they asked you to cover their shift, just do it, because I know that your stressful exam time will come and then you will need their help. I also plan my semester break months in advance. I will let my managers know that I have a semester break coming up and I can work unlimited hours. I will let my colleagues know if they want to go on annual leave during this time because I can cover their shifts. It is very important that you have a full-time work lined up when your semester break starts. The best advice I ever received is work hard, but don't forget to enjoy your life on the side. So remember the semester break. Also use a couple of days to spend it with your loved ones and explore Australia. Let's talk about numbers, because paying for tuition isn't cheap. In my opinion, around $10,000 per semester is considered affordable and reasonable in Australia. I was paying about $14,000 per semester back in 2015. But obviously it really depends on the course you are studying, your college or university that you're attending. But the most important thing is budgeting, okay? Budgeting is the key. And my biggest tip for budgeting is know your numbers. Know your income, know your expenses. Some example of fixed expenses is rent. Like your rent can range anywhere from $175 to $200 for a single room per week. Or another example is your SIM card. You could pay as low as $20-30 per month, or you can go on a SIM plan, which I think starts from $40 per month. I highly recommend not having any phone plans or any subscription because you have to pay monthly. In this economy, I would say grocery around $250 per month, also factoring that you'll be taking lunch from home and snacks from home and things. Make sure to budget for your variable expenses as well, like travel, eating out, and entertainment. These are still important, but just make sure you're not overspending, especially when you are saving for your tuition. As an international student, you're allowed to work a maximum of 48 hours every 2 weeks. This is during your semester. But during your semester break, you can work unlimited hours, and that's when you make the most of it. But here's something I really need you to know. You have workers' right. Don't let anyone exploit you just because you are an international student. If your employer is not treating you right, no matter what circumstances, no matter how they are paying you, you can reach out to Fair Work Australia. Let me hold your hand when I say this to you. You deserve a safe and respectful working environment. I have seen fellow students be miserable at their job, especially in your second year, because you want to hold on to that job. It's your only income. I get it, but I realize that some job and some people are just not worth it. You have to learn to walk away from them and find better opportunities for yourself. Trust me, you'll be okay. You find a job where there's a better trainer when you're new, and then it's just a right working conditions. Now let's talk about something that truly made a difference in my journey, building a support system. So coming from Nepal, we are used to a built-in support system. Whether we like it or not, our family is always there to catch us when we fall. In Australia, we have to make our support system from scratch, like with our bare hands. During my second year, I was doing 3 jobs at McDonald's, a cafe, and a dry cleaner. And what kept me motivated is that I was surrounded with people who were as driven as I was, or I think even more. Like they were the smartest, most hardworking people, and they really believed that they were building a great life for themselves in Australia, and they did. I got to call these people Sydney family and friends who were like sisters. We not only shared our struggles but also our successes. We lived together, we supported each other, and built a lifelong bond. You embark on this journey alone, but it is so important to find these people who understand your journey. During my tough times, I always reminded myself that this was once my dream, and I cannot believe that I was actually paying my tuition fee and also clearing out my student loan. I also met my biggest support system, my best friend at work. That's when the real fun began. We started exploring Australia together whenever we had time off. I had great classmates who always helped me with lecture notes and assignments, and I had colleagues who understand why I was always after those extra hours. I'm telling you this because I want you to know how important it is. So here's my 2 tips on how you can build your own support system too. Be open to new friendship. Okay, I know when this is the most challenging time of your life, it's so easy to be cynical, but be friendly, be approachable, meet new people. As I mentioned in my previous video, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You can make friends anywhere, in your university, at your work, or local community events. Make sure that you are open to making friends who can actually become your family. Second one is joining groups. Look for student association or multicultural organization or cultural clubs. The main aim here is to find like-minded people who can relate to your experiences. And I don't have to tell you how important it is to find people who have similar mindsets. Like in my case, I was ambitious, and it was important for me to find people who were as ambitious as me. So there you have it, my journey on managing time, saving money, understanding your work is right, and building a support system. I hope my story inspires you and helps you navigate your own journey here in Australia. In my next video, I will be diving deeper into my third year and share more strategies on how I was balancing studies, life, and work. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to share this with your friends and hit that subscribe button. I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.